working tonight. Yes. A little colder. Oh yeah. It's good stuff. When it's free. So go out and gather 4 loyal customers your first 30 days. You may be going, where am I going to find 4 loyal customers? 4 people who look in the mirror before they go to work in the morning in the greater Calgary area. Right? Was there 2 million people in the greater Calgary area? Right, where am I going to find 4? Right, by the way, there's some people here tonight that they're so passionate about this business, they came 5 hours, 6 hours, 15 hours. Anybody come over 5 hours to get here tonight? What about 10 hours? 15? That's awesome. Like, you think about that. People are passionate about that. So there's people out there that want it. But maybe you're going, you know what? I just don't know anybody who wants to look good. If that's you, well, how many of you have a mobile phone on you right now? Yep. Pull it out. Just go ahead. Some of you already have it out because I see the top of your heads all night already. We have a product called Hair, Skin, and Nails. I always tell the ones that text, right? Because you see this all night. And every once in a while, I'll ask a question. They'll be like... and they're still texting. How many of y'all love texting? Like, I love texting. It is so impersonal. I mean, if somebody sends you a text and you just don't want to talk to them, you can ignore it. And they never really know if you got it. It's like, nope, never happened, never came, never showed up. It may show delivered, but it never got to my eyes. You can just ignore that stuff, right? Texting's great. So you could probably go through your phone right now, and you probably have 5, 10, 15 active messages going back and forth with people that you know, don't you? You're talking about tomorrow going to lunch. You're talking about taking the kids on play day. You're talking about your boss, how much you hate him. You know, you're talking about stuff, normal, everyday life stuff. Well, why not tonight? All the people that you've got active text messages going on right now, why not just send them? Maybe I'm texting back and forth with Brett. We're talking about going to a baseball game. Right? We're like, hey, we got to go to a game. We went to a World Series last year together. Let's do it again this year. You know, we're just talking about stuff totally unrelated to business or products or raps, and he's not even in the business. We're just buddies from college or high school or whatever. Why not, as you're texting people, throw it in and say, Brett, have you tried that crazy rap thing? Question mark. And then wait. Don't say another word. If they don't text back immediately, don't be like, hey, did you get that? Are you there? No, just, have you tried that crazy rap thing? Question mark. And wait. Because Brett has one of 2 replies, doesn't he? He can say, yeah, I tried that thing. That's awesome. And you know what you say? Great. Would you like to try it again? Obvious, right? Simple. If he says, no, I've never tried that. What in the world's that? Say, great. Would you like to try it? Simple. Why not send that out to everybody that you're just communicating with right now in normal everyday life? Just ask the question. So many times you just got to ask the right question often enough, consistently enough, for a long period of time, and all of a sudden you'll have enough people rapping. Because let's face it, most of you were skeptical before you tried the product. You tried the product, you liked the product, now you're here. Think about it. Simple. So that's what you do on step 2. Your first 30 days, gather 4 loyal customers. Step number 3, we want you to gather 3, how many?
3.
How many?
3.
Still with me. 3 people in your first 60 days, a full 2 calendar months. 3 people who complete step 1 of joining and step 2 of them getting 4 loyals. We want you to do that. We want you to gather 3 people that complete step 1 and step 2 in your first 60 days. And when you do that, we do what I think is probably the coolest thing in our entire compensation plan is we guarantee you a minimum income in your first 60 days. Because we know you're skeptical. How many of y'all had a skeptical spouse? Even a negative spouse, maybe. Right? It's a lot easier to go home and say, hey, listen, I get it. It's $99 US. I'm going to start this thing. You know, a lot of money in our household. But I want to do it, honey. And he's like, you know what? I don't know. I don't know if it's for us. I don't know. I mean, that's a lot of money right now. So listen, if I'll follow this simple 3-step system, in the next 60 days, I have a guaranteed minimum income of at least $500. It takes a little of that pressure off. What it also does is that if you're in the marketplace and you're talking to people, you can let them know, listen, I understand you're busy, life's chaotic, you don't have time to think about all the stuff that goes into a business. Complete these 3 simple steps. Join, gather 4 loyal customers your first 30 days, your first 60 days, gather 3 people who complete step 1 and step 2. We'll guarantee you a minimum income, bonuses and commissions of $500 US. People say, well, how does that work? Well, it's simple. If you do that, and in your first 60 days, first full 2 calendar months, you make, let's say, $300, we'll automatically bump it to 5. Now, this is bonuses and commissions. Okay, your wrap cash and all that, that's an addition to this. This is true bonuses and commissions. You make $499.99, guess what? We'll bump you up a penny. Or, you know, whatever it is in Canada. Is it a penny in Canada? I don't know. I travel too much. Y'all don't have penny. What do y'all have? You don't have penny, you don't have, okay, I don't even know. I've been everywhere. I've been to Europe this year, Australia. I mean, it's crazy. I lose track of the currencies. But the point is, $500 minimum income, you complete that step. Now, here's what's really cool. People all the time, they go, okay, 4 loyal customers. I could probably find 4 people who want to look better. But where am I going to find 3 people who want a better life? 3 people who don't like their job. 3 people who hate that traffic out there. Where am I going to find 3 people who want just an extra $500 a month? 3 people who want to buy their kids a little bit better school supplies than they did last year? Where am I going to find 3 people like that in the greater Calgary area? How many of you are on Facebook? How many of you stalk people on Facebook? That whole crew back here, like their hands like, yeah. Right, we do. 3:37 in the morning. Right, we got our phones out. Laying in bed. The light's just glowing on us, right? And we're clicking mutual friend after mutual friend after mutual friend, judging people all night long. Right? That's what we do. And all of a sudden your spouse rolls over and like, turn out the light, it's so bright. What do? You put the pillow up, right? And you kind of curve it over so it's hot. It's like trying to cover the light a little bit. Next thing you know, it's 5 in the morning. You're like, oh, I gotta go to bed. But wait, why is she still with him? You've not seen her in 17 years, but you're still judging. Hey, I'm not judging you for judging people. I'm just saying it's the world we live in. We're on Facebook all the time, or Instagram. All of a sudden, your notifications stop on Facebook about 2 in the morning, pop over to Instagram because somebody's there. This is crazy. Y'all know that Facebook went down last week, right? It really did. No joke. I'm not making a joke here. Some of you are like, no, wait, seriously? What happened? I didn't know this? It really did. And it was amazing. There was news stories all over the U.S. where we lived, at least. And people were in panic. They were calling 911. True story. Seriously, Google it. Seriously, Google it. People were going crazy. They're like, Facebook is down, my account is not accessible. You can hear the 911 operators literally laughing at these people. Going, it's a free website. Like, that's not a crime, right? That's not, like, no, you don't understand. I can't get on Facebook. Google it if you don't believe me. It happened. Because that's the world we live in. So why not tonight? Think about this. Let's get serious for a second. We know y'all stalk people on Facebook. But why not tonight realize that somewhere, 3:37 in the morning, somebody's got their phone laying in bed, stalking you. So the question is, serious for a second, the question is, what are they going to see when they get on your page? Some of y'all are like, delete, delete, delete. Think about that. You're in business now. So if you're not somebody that's a business person, the typical traditional type business person, and you're out there trying to make an extra $500, you need to use the things that you're already doing, like texting and Facebook and Instagram and talking to people and having conversations to build your business. So why not use your Facebook page? Nothing wrong with putting pictures of your kids and doing all the stuff that you do. But maybe leave a little bit of the drama out and maybe put a before and after picture up. Put a before and after picture and say, if you like results like these, send me a private message. If you say, where am I going to get a before and after picture? Well, go to the It Works Global corporate page. Click share on the album that says before and after. There's unlimited supply of before and after pictures. You don't have to come up with them yourself. Just share them. Would you like results like this in 45 minutes? Let me know. Why not put up there, have you tried that crazy rap thing? And just leave it at that. You really want to get people's attention tonight? Where are we at? The Glenmore Inn? Is that what it's called? You know what you do? You go on Facebook as soon as we're done here and just put, you won't believe what happened to me tonight at the Glenmore Inn. Dot. Your inbox will blow up. And you know what? What happened? What happened at the Glenmore? You have some friends like, oh girl, what happened? Oh my gosh, what happened? You know what your reply is to all of them? Have you tried that crazy rap thing? Question mark? Have a little fun with it, guys. Ask the right questions. Follow the system. Keep it simple. Quit trying to complicate it. Quit trying to figure out other ways to do this. Do the ways that are proven. 14 years now, it's proven. This isn't on trial like maybe it works. No, it works. Trust me, it works. You're going to hear from people that tell you it works. How many people in the room have earned money from It Works? Raise your hand. Obviously, it works. I mean, I'm a pretty simple guy. You raise your hand. I didn't ask you to raise your hand if hey, make sure you raise your hand if you made. No, you made money. You did it. So you let people know. Let them know how simple it is. And when you go through the company, when you complete the 3 steps, then you can start dreaming a little bit. But you got to complete those 3 steps first because you got to get that foundational in there. Because let's face it, where most people are at right now, they're not thinking about an extra $100,000 a year and helping their neighbors. Right? They're just not. That'd be great to do, but right now you're thinking about how am I going to pay for the kids this? How am I going to go on vacation here? How am I going to get the car fixed? That's where people's minds are at. And what we do is, we're a privately held company, but we publish all of our numbers. Every one of them. We just show you what's possible. And this is the average annual income, yearly, that people make at each rank. Now, does some make a little less? Absolutely. Does some make a whole lot more? Absolutely. But this is the average. So the distributor rank is our first rank. People that just get started, an extra $752 average a year. Do you know what? Nobody has ever sent a check back. You may be thinking, $750 a year, that's not a lot of money. You're not sending that money back. That's Tim Hortons for a week. Think about it. You're not sending it back. It's extra money. Extra. How many people are at the distributor rank? Raise your hand. Give them a huge round of applause. Now hold on. Keep your hands up. I want everybody to look at least 2 people with their hands up. Stare at them real good. Make them real uncomfortable. Because here's what I know. The next time we're back in Calgary, one of these people will be up here at Triple Diamond or higher. You say, Mike, that's a bold statement. How can you make that statement? Well, here's all I know. We've been all over the world, for years now, but this year alone, every single city that we've been to, and we've probably been to 50, 60 cities or something by now so far this year. It's crazy. All over the world. Somebody will come up to us, and they'll be in the front of the room, and they'll say, 6 months ago, 12 months ago, 18 months ago, I was brand new. Today I'm Triple Diamond. Today I'm ambassador. Today I'm presidential. So we know it's possible. So the point is that it's possible for you. I love that. Executive. Next rank in the company, help somebody get started.